Howdy Meeps, Rigaroga here, and you're you. And it's been a hot minute since I've recorded a session, or actually streamed a session. Either the last session I did was like almost a month ago, I think. Anyhow, this is me continuing my adventures. I think I'm gonna work at least through this module, and then I'm gonna reassess at the end whether I keep going. But in the meantime, let's take a look. Now, really quickly, of course, every time I remind everyone, I'm using characters from the Stranger Things box set, and I have added, since finishing the module that's included, I've added Max as a rogue with a custom archetype of Zoomer, which gives her additional speed. Um, and after finishing the included adventure, I moved on to the Shadowfell themed modules, or the module Keep on the Shadowfell, which I'm calling Keep on the Upside Down. Uh, and and so we're in the middle of that. We were in this sort of maze of caverns, and we just defeated uh, the Goblin Chief, Balrog. Um, and we went into his secret little room. Where's Yellow? Uh-oh. Oh, there. There's Yellow. Okay. Yellow was hiding away. So we've got all six of our characters, and we hid in this little room that has a secret door on the one side. The next thing we did was we took a lot. We ate some food and all that sort of stuff as a long rest. Now that's been a long rest where I decided to go ahead and level everyone up to level 5. And you'll recall that I've been using the character sheets from Stranger Things. Max the Zoomer was a level 1 rogue halfling that I got from the beginner set, and I leveled her up. And I leveled everyone up. I'd been using post-it notes on everybody's character sheets in order to keep track of all the changes. And what I did is when I leveled them up to 5th level, I went ahead and I added them to D&D Beyond. So I wanted to really quickly just say, and the links are in the description of this video, so you can take a look at the characters as they exist currently on D&D Beyond. Um, and Yeah, so we've got Mike the Paladin, 5th level with this Winter's Dark Bite special um, fun weapon that was included in the Strangers Things set. Um, and we got Will the Cleric, and Dustin the Bard. And Dustin the Bard, I home-brewed his 80s power rock death metal guitar axe hammer thing. Um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Um, yeah, and I don't know if anybody else is going to get cool weapons at some point. I mean, there must be some fun stuff. But 11, the Wizard, Lucas the Ranger, and Max the Zoomer. And so you can take a look at their stuff. I think everything is spot on as far as like their equipment, and they're leveled up. I have leveled them several times since the main set, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to use it. I'm gonna try to use them. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. But anyhow, the box set. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna actually go ahead and retire these character sheets back to the box. So let's really quickly go back into the box, and we will take everybody except for level 1 rogue, who goes back into the beginner set. Oops. And we got to get our demogorgons, demogorgons, and get them going. So yeah, that's kind of end of a short little era of using those character sheets. I don't know how well this is going to work as far as using D&D Beyond, but we're going to try. We're going to try. And of course, I still have the cards from Arcane Library that I have all filled out, and I have little concentration things, markers, and then I've got my setup to hold the cards. So anyhow, let's take a look really quickly at where we are. So we leveled up, and everybody wakes up, and they've had some sort of interesting realizations about the way in which they fight and the way in which they cast spells overnight. Maze of Caves. Where is my actual... Now, you can't really see this. I mean, sure. I mean, let's take a look. This is actually the maze of the level 1. Since this is solo, I have this knowledge, and I'm just sort of compartmentalizing it. So there's two areas that we know about. We know about the doors to the west, and we know about the corridor to the south. We didn't get any good information from Balgrant, whatever his name is. I can't ever remember his name. So I think so we know about, we know about these areas. I think maybe we'll send a Zoomer after we sort of clear out everything and, begin our day, and come out, sort of checking the surroundings, looking around to make sure that nothing is sort of come at us. What I'm thinking is that I'm going to send one group this way and then another group this way. Let's go ahead and let's do it like that. We'll do 3 and 3. And these guys are going to check the door, and these ones are going to go down this area here. Let me really quickly just take a look. Oh, and I actually have, I actually, let me show you really quickly on D&D Beyond. One of the things that I thought about doing was actually, let me do it this one. My encounters. So I'd actually created some encounters for the various areas. For example, this one area is the Kruthic layer, and I wanted it. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm checking to see if I'm actually balancing this correctly. Now, the difficulty here is that I have the module in PDF, from drive-through, but for the encounter builder, I don't have access to Mordecai-Nine's Tome of Foes, which has the monster in it. So I actually can't look at the stats of the creatures, but I can see that it's medium challenge, supposedly, based on my sort of on-the-fly reading of what's in there. So I think I think these guys are going to hang back. Actually, hold on. Let me get this out of the way. But anyhow, that's one of the things that I was doing is, taking a look at the different encounters, um, and just sort of seeing, like, some things aren't like I can't match the monster from the module exactly. So I tried to kind of experiment, like, well, what if it was this one? What if it was this one? What if it was various different things? Um, but they don't exactly match. And this one is completely off because I have four creatures in here that are but there's not that many. There's only one. um, Anyhow, so that was my experiment. I had talked about that a lot earlier in this run through. Is that when I was thinking about doing the encounter builder in order to sort of check the challenge rating of things, so that I didn't necessarily overwhelm my characters, but also didn't underwhelm them consistently. Um, so that's one of the other things that I've been doing, in order to just sort of look at and see what's going on with my stuff. Um, so I think let's do a perception check. Um, we're going to send Max the Zoomer. Let's have Max go down and do stealth. That's actually really bad, uh, but close to human. Um, what is our perception here on these creatures? It's like it pretty much matches up. So I think she just barely manages to sneak down there. So let's have these guys do. They're going to help each other and do perception, with disadvantage. So because they're helping, it's going to roll just the one die, and that's a 3. They don't hear anything. What does Max hear? Max actually gets a 16. That's pretty good. Plus, proficiency bonuses and all that sort of stuff. I'm gonna say that Max hears, a number of creatures, sort of snuffling around and moving around down there. Um, but looking at the sort of environment, it looks all very cave-like. So it doesn't look like this is necessarily a continuation of the dungeon. So that's what they discover, and they come back. Let's go ahead and take a really quick look at this other area. The doors here, when the party this part of the party gets there, they see these doors, and it's double bronze doors, green with age, stained with blue and purple with a thick layer of fungus. Scratched into the fungus in the common script is the message "Stay out, really." Um, so I think they're gonna. I don't know. Okay, so let's have everybody listen. We'll listen with the help action, and just sort of see what we get. 15 plus 4 or 5, something like that. 19, almost heroic level. Um, I mean, and the thick doors. I don't know. Heroic is pretty good though. I'm gonna give them that there's water. They can hear water behind these doors, like something, not necessarily like a river, or something like that, but there's definitely water sounds like dripping and sort of maybe some splashing or something like that. Every once in a while, some indication that there's water behind those doors. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do something really quick, and be right back. Since I'm recording and not streaming, I can do that. Okay, so the party as they get back together, these guys will probably send Lucas up to take a look and do a perception, um, and just sort of see what they get. 18 plus a bunch, that's heroic level. Um, so we're definitely gonna know that there's still some work going on in that area that's up there, but there's sort of stealthing back to sort of commune with the other group, and they each describe what they saw. Um, it's like, why just a bunch of monsters? I mean, I think part of the party argues that they want to clear them out, um, but I think the other side of the argument is, but it's a bunch of effort, and it doesn't really get us anything closer to any of our goals as far as we know. Just killing monsters for the hell of it seems a little bit murder hobo. um, but then I think one of the team, probably maybe Dustin, is like, but that's the point. We're supposed to kill things. We get experience for it. And I wonder, maybe Will sort of hints like, well, yeah, but what about those bronze doors? Those are pretty nifty. Being the DM and a character, I guess. I don't know who the DM is, if Will's an actual character. And unless he must play his own character, right? Anyhow, yeah. Well, I mean, maybe we just need to do an oracle. Um, so let's use a simple oracle. I never do oracles, so let's use a 2d6 oracle. Um, Come on. Okay. Red is yes, and blue is no. And so the question is, does the party go and clean out? In their discussions, do they agree that they should clear out these creatures, whatever they are? So I said yes. So it's a very weak yes. Yeah. So it's, I guess, a little hard to see. So the yes is one more than the no. Um, so yeah, I think it's like, okay, we'll we'll go with you if that's what we have to do, but we still think it's a waste of time. And then and they're, well, but it's what we're due. It's our job, man. So anyhow, so I think they're gonna get into marching order, whatever the hell that was. I think something like that, I think, is their marching order. So let's go ahead and do a new map for this next area. And realistically, I think part of the argument that they would have is, somebody's going to notice that Balgron is gone. And so, we're kind of on a time limit now. Well, we have a closet to hide in if we need it. Oh, yeah, okay. Mm, okay. Okay, so and this is area 10. Oh my god, did I not? I don't know that I have monsters. I didn't prepare them. Okay, through the magic of cinema, I now have a stack of monster cards ready to go. And then of course, I have my characters: Max, Lucas, Will, 11, Dustin, Mike. And apparently I have blank ones. Oh, this was because I was leveling them up. Let's do that paperwork really quickly. Okay, more movie magic. Yeah, so paperwork done, sort of. Let's go ahead and get this set up. We got the party coming into this area. This is the area that Max sort of explored to kind of get an idea of what's going on. So one of the things that happens is as they come up, there's a clear and obvious um, pit right here that goes down. Um, it's a 10-foot deep pit. Looks as if it once was concealed by a layer of thin flagstone, just like the rest of the floor. And it now lies crumpled at the bottom of the uh, and uh, and there is in that wreckage there's a sort of a six-limbed reptile thing. Let's go ahead and do like a history lore check. So that's 16 plus proficiency and bonuses. I think we're definitely going to get heroic level. I think that, someone probably 11 has heard of a Kruthic before. Um, and let's see. I mean, that's a heroic level. It's not a natural 20, but I think that 11 is going to know to advise the rest of the party, don't get stuck next to one of these things or these things because they go wild and they've got teeth all over. So you don't want to end up next to them. I mean, obviously we're hearing noises and whatnot. 11 also knows that they live in like hives with others, so they live together. So this one clearly, would have belonged to a hive, and there would have been others. Let's do a perception check. With help. It's 10. Let's take a quick look at perception. 5 and 6. So we'll give it plus 6 is 16. That's pretty good. I think what the party senses is that there's a snake-like smell that's coming from the chamber ahead, but they don't find anything else as far as just perception. But I think seeing that there's this trap, they're gonna be careful. So we'll give them advantage. I mean, we're gonna get advantage anyway because we're helping. But so let's go ahead and we're gonna slowly. Mike is gonna grab one of his javelins and is going to be poking at the floor. So they're going to go around this thing right about when Mike gets to here. Oops, wrong one. Let's go ahead and give advantage on investigation. That is 2 natural ones. Wow. Okay. So right about here, as Mike is poking the floor over here, kind of trying to step around things, Mike actually steps in another one. Yeah, no, there's no way. So they're gonna take 10, 1d10 damage. Only one. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at D&D Beyond, and we're going to go with Mike. Oops. And so we're going to take 1 damage. Okay, so that's how that works. This might be kind of slow. Okay, and then we're going to do a athletics check. So let's see. Athletics for Mike is plus 6. And you know, I'm gonna say we take a help action. Oh, you know, I had this order wrong. Oh no, wait. No, that is the right order because they went single. They split up into single file, so that's right. So Dustin Bard is going to help. Actually, does Dustin have athletics? Athletics 0. How about Max? Athletics -1. Okay, so nobody next to Mike has athletics. So Mike is just gonna try athletics raw, and it's a natural 1. I'm gonna rule that means he falls back down, and takes another set of damage. So we're gonna actually take 9 damage that time. Slipping and falling as almost like on a banana peel. Um, and so somebody does literally no one have athletics except for okay, Lucas. Lucas is gonna step up and help so that we're gonna get an advantage. That's a natural 1 and a 6. And that's not enough. That's not enough. They can't. Okay, so we're gonna roll perception and just sort of see if they're making enough noise. There's a 15. I think these creatures hear the fall and then the scrabble and the falling of the rocks and that sort of stuff. So I think what's going to happen is that we're actually going to. How did I balance this out? Let's take a look at D&D Beyond again. I made 2 adults and 6 young ones. So we'll do so from somewhere over in here, I think these adults start to come out of here. I don't think the younglings would quite yet. Let's roll, passive perception. 16, 15s. Okay, let's roll like a stealthy whatever. Is a natural 1. So these guys are not being stealthy at all. So I think, oops, sorry. So these guys are approaching. Here are the younglings, and these ones are approaching, and they don't manage to be silent at all. I think Will and Lucas both say, something's coming, quick. So I think that they move and start to come out. Let's roll initiative. So let's roll for the young and the adults. So 16 and 8. Okay, so we're gonna roll for these guys. Oops, that was not a. There we go. So 5, 4. So that's 5. That's 4. 5 and 4. Dustin is a 4. Oh my God, what the hell? 11 is a 1. Oh my god, what the hell? Flat-footed today. 19 for Lucas. And Max is 8. And you know what? This is the other thing that I haven't been doing. I haven't been using their initiative bonuses. So Will the Cleric plus 3. What did we say? Max is 8. So Max is 8. But Will has plus 3, which would take Will to here. Dustin has a plus 3, which would take him to here. 11 has plus 2, which is still here. And then Lucas has plus 2, so way up. And then Max has a plus 4. Plus 4 is 12. So that's going to make us up here. Okay, so I think that's our initiative order. That was a little wonky trying to do that. So Lucas, Adult Kruthic, Will, Max, Young Kruthic, Dustin, Mike, and 11 is our turn order. Okay, so Lucas is at the top, which is actually excellent. So Lucas is going to try to do an athletics to pull Mike up. That's not going to be with advantage though. But so athletics is plus 5. 4 is 9. That's not enough. So he struggles to try and get Mike up and does not succeed. The adult Kruthics are next. So they are going to attack. Well, Mike is in the hole, so they're coming around. So I think this one's going to attack Lucas, and this one is going to attack Dustin. Okay, so a claw against Lucas. Lucas is at 17. So Kruthic is 18. That's going to be enough to hit. So that's 1d10 plus 3. That's 5. So we're going to take 5. And that's it. Oh, wait. No, the other one is going to attack Dustin. So let's go ahead and take a look at Dustin. Dustin is armor class 14. So we've got to, well, 14, that's enough. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So Dustin is going to take 4. And that's going to be the end of the Kruthic's turn. So Will Cleric is going to cast Spiritual Weapon. Yes? Did that work? Oh, it did. Okay. At second level, so that's 1d8. So we're going to put up a 1d8 again. Actually, let's use... Oh, no. Actually, let's use these now. Red. So going to cast it over here and attack with that. So that's going to be a plus 6 to hit against the Kruthic. $18. That's 12 plus 6. That is enough to hit. So that is going to be 1d8 plus 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is going to be 1 is going to take 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Not a lot. Not a lot. And then I think we're going to attack with crossbow. So that's going to be another 1d8 plus 3. So let's give that a try. It's plus 6 to hit. 13, 19, that's enough to hit. That's only 4 damage, but it's going to be enough to take this up to 12. And that's going to be it for Will. So Max is going to shoot a short bow at that one. And that one's engaged. So we're going to take advantage on that. And then it's going to be 1d6. And then it's 2d6. Actually, hold on. Sneak attack is 3d6 now. So let's go ahead and give that a try. And see what we get. That's 19. That's enough to hit. And that's not critical, but it is good enough to do 19 damage to probably that one that's already been hit. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I'm not used to this. Max is shooting across at this one that's already been hit. So we're going to give that one 19. So that's going to take this one to 31. Wow. That was a good round so far. We may get rid of that one so quick. Okay, the young. What are the young going to do? I think they hear the yelp of their sire, their parent, and they come gushing out of these. I think those ones go this way, and maybe these ones... Are they gonna be able to get through there? I'm gonna rule that they actually can't get out of there, but they're now sort of frenzied at the sound of pain from their parents, and they're gonna respond in kind. So they're definitely gonna move up, but they don't have ranged attack or anything. So I'm gonna rule that they're stuck in these little passageways that the adults just popped out of. So I think they're right behind them going, no, parent, what's wrong? So Dustin Bard is right here. Let's take a look at Dustin Bard. I think, is going to give ability check, is going to give inspiration to Mike. So Dustin Bard is going to give inspiration to Mike. Hopefully so Mike can get out of the damn pit on the next ability check. Singing a little song, I'm the wind beneath your wings, something like that. Let's see, spells. What would be good? I think maybe we're just going to attack. We're going to use it anyway. I mean, it's his signature weapon, right? So he's going to swing that, and so we're going to try to hit, and then it's going to be a 1d10, because we're going to do it double-handed after playing a little ballad. Oops. Yeah, no, that's right. So let's give it a try. So we're going to get +3 to hit. 7 is not enough, so swings wide. So Mike now is going to use this inspiration to try and get out of the pit using an athletics check. So Mike, it's going to be athletics +6. 19 and 18. Well, with +6, that's heroic. So Mike pops out of there finally and jumps up. Oh, you know what? I need to actually add... Here, hold on. They all had these rings of protection +1. There we go. Okay, so everybody's got their things now. Okay. So Mike cast Shield of Faith. So Mike is concentrating, but has +2 AC. Yeah, and so that was action and bonus. Okay, so 11 is next. I think we're going to cast Magic Missile at 3rd level from the Wand of Magic Missiles. So let's do that. So we're going to do 5 D4s. I don't think I have that many D4s. So we're going to split 3 of them to the unwounded one, and 2 of them to the wounded one. So these 2 to the wounded one is 5, 6, 7 damage. Oh man, that was dumb. Oh well. So that's 38. Man, we missed it by 1 hit point. And then the other 3 missiles are going to go towards the... So 11 is casting Magic Missile, and it's going to and shooting at these 2. So we're going to cast 3 on this one. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it takes 11. God, that's a bummer. What do we got for bonus action with 11? Yeah, no, that's going to be it. 11's going to stay there. Okay, so now it's Lucas. Now, here's the thing about Lucas is favorite enemy is monstrosities, and that's what these are. But it doesn't give me a bonus, does it? Huh, that's interesting. It's only that wounded Colossus Slayer. Well, I'm going to split my attack between the 2 of them. So I'm going to do my first attack with my longbow. Let's see, where is Lucas? Lucas is green, so it's right there. Yeah, so we're going to do longbow. It's 20, and then 1d8. And then Colossus Slayer on the wounded one. Oh, they're both wounded, so we're actually going to do an extra 1d8. And actually, yeah, as a bonus action, we're going to cast Hunter's Mark on the second one. And that should give us an extra 1d6, yeah. Okay, so first attack was a natural 1, so that's a miss. Now that was the Hunter's Mark, so now I'm going to try it without the Hunter's Mark. That's a 17. That's definitely enough to hit, and that's 9 damage, and that is more than the 1 necessary to kill that one. So this one is dead. And that was actually the top of the round. Now, these creatures actually have a special attack, and that is any what does it say? An enemy that ends its turn in the aura takes 2 damage. Oh shoot. Well, okay, I did that wrong. I'm gonna have to give these 4 2 damage. So we're going to, and there's no save. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give. So Mike needs to take 2, and Lucas takes 2. Dustin takes 2, and Max takes 2. Okay, and so Lucas is done. Now the adult Kruthic is going to attack Dustin again. I don't see why not, right? So Dustin is AC 14. So this adult is going to attack Dustin. And that's a 1d10. That's an 11 plus 6. That is enough to hit. So 5 plus 3. So it's going to take 8. Okay, Dustin is down to 29. And that is all of its actions. Will the Cleric is going to move the spiritual weapon up here, and then is going to attack with that. And that's going to be a 1d8. That is not going to hit. That's going to be a miss. And then is going to use the crossbow. 1d8 plus 3. That's a 12 plus 6. That is enough to hit. And then I don't know what I rolled. So we'll roll a 4 plus 3 is 7. So that's going to take this to 18. Okay, let's see. And then Max, Rogue. Oh, I did Dustin without doing any inspirations. That was dumb. So Max is going to attack with advantage. And it's going to be a sneak attack. So it's going to be 1d6 plus 3d6. I'm going to give that as a 2. But let's see. So it's 11 plus 7. Oh, that is actually exactly enough to hit. And so that's going to be 20 damage. Wow. And that takes it to 38, which is 1 less than it needed to be. We needed 1 more point. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. And the young Kruthic now are going to do their thing. So the young, these young are going to advance and are going to attack Mike. So young Kruthic have claw damage and that aura. So let's see. So we're going to do 3 of them. And they're going to attack with a +5. Yikes. But they've got to get AC 20 plus the 2. Okay, so let's try it. Just got to get 22. None of those hit. So all 3 of those are a miss. Dustin Bard is going to give inspiration to Mike, and then is going to attack with that really awesome, fun guitar. Oh, inspiration is a 1d8, not advantage. I gotta remember that. No, we're gonna skip that. We're not gonna do that. That would be a mistake. Yeah, we're just going to attack with our special, and that's a 1d10. Let's give it a try. It's only a +3 to hit for some reason. Is 4. That's not enough to hit. So whiffs it. Mike the Paladin is up. Did not get inspiration because we decided not to do that. So Mike is going to... Nah, we're just gonna do a normal attack. So it's gonna be a +7, and then it's 2d6. Anyhow, so we'll do +8 then. That's enough to hit. And then 9 is 10. So we'll do 10. So we kill one of them. So what I'm looking at is there's 2 younglings, and then Mike is ending his turn right next to it, and that's actually going to be a total of 4 damage. Okay, so that's Mike. So Dustin and Max need to take some as well, so I'm going to do that really quick. I think they needed to take 2. Dustin and Max. And I think I just forgot. So I think, actually, yeah, 11 is going to use the magic missile. So we're going to cast that, and then we're going to do 5, and we're going to do 2 on each of the younglings and 1 on this adult. And the adult only has 1 hit point left, and there's an automatic +1 on that magic missile. So this one is going to go away. And then we're going to do 2 attacks, or 2 magic missiles to each of those. So let's go ahead and roll. That's 6, 7, 8. Oof, almost. Oh, wait, wrong. Yeah, 8, and then 5, 6, 7, and 7. So almost got one. Bummer. And that is 11, everything that 11 can do. 11 did not end near 1, so there's no damage multiplier. And now Lucas Ranger is up. Lucas is going to, yeah, I think we're gonna do 2 attacks. Longbow plus 7 is D8. And so let's do D8. Okay, so 2 attacks against that. Oh my god, seriously? Both of those were misses. Wow, that's just stupid. There are no adult Kruthiks, so that's over. Will is going to use Spiritual Weapon on that one. 1d8 plus 3. 4 plus 6. It's not enough. That's a miss. Okay, so Max Rogue is up. Max Rogue is going to attack with advantage. Let's see what we can get. 17, that's enough. And that's going to be enough to kill... well, it doesn't matter which one, but this one is dead. So there's only one of those left. And then the young Kruthik are up. So these ones move up. And then this one is going to attack. Young Claw. 1d8 plus 2. Okay, so trying to attack Mike, which is a futile effort, is a natural 1, so that's useless. And then these 3 are going to attack. Wait a minute, what? Oh, duh. Okay, so those 3 attack. So let's roll that. They're all attacking Dustin. That's a miss, and I think one of those is a hit. Yeah, just one is a hit. So that's 1 point plus 2. So three points on Dustin. 2, 3 damage. Okay. So that's all 4 of those. And now it's Dustin's turn. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna attack. Uh, 19 actually hits. Woo! And then 9 plus no, it's just 9. So we do 9 damage to one of these, which actually kills one. So that kills one of those 3. So now there's only 2 here. Dustin is ending his turn next to 2 of them, and that is going to give Dustin 4 points of damage. Down to 20. Wow. Okay, Mike Paladin is up. Mike Paladin is going to go ahead and try and hit... So plus 8, and then 2d6. That is definitely enough. 9, 10 is enough. Well, so, I mean, that one's definitely dead. So this one is dead. 11 wizard. Going to actually have to cast an actual real spell. Let's cast Magic Missile at 2nd level, and we'll do 2 missiles each. So we're going to cast 2 spells each. So 2 and 2. Whoa, those are hard to pick up. Four, 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7. Wow, so close. All right, and now, oh wait, no, yeah, 11's not actually near them. So Lucas Ranger is going to move Hunter's Mark to one of these, and is going to attack it. So we're going to attack with longbow is 1d8. So you need a 1d8 and a 1d8, and a Hunter's Mark is 1d6 extra. So let's do it on that one. And then Colossus Slayer is an extra 1d8. Okay, so let's roll those, and it's going to be plus 7 to hit. That is going to hit both of them. So we've got 6, 7. That is enough to kill that one easily. And 5 is already enough to kill this one, so we didn't need the extra. So these are all dead now, and that means Lucas doesn't end anywhere near a thing. We are now out of initiative order, so we can put these guys back. Okay, and so I think we're going to get out of initiative. Well, still concentrating. How long does that thing go? Shield of Faith lasts for up to 10 minutes. So we can keep that going for a little while. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and clear these out. And we're going to continue on, searching the floor, looking for stuff. But what we're going to do is take a quick look. Well, so I should have read when the Kruthic appeared. Several creatures cluster around a small pile of loose coins and other objects. That's not true. Because they attacked first. But anyhow, they resemble 6-limbed reptiles with insect-like traits. Silvery, chitinous plates cover their bodies and short tails, and each has 4 limbs that end in scythe-like claws. And the creatures have 2 smaller limbs, which have finer digits closer to the body. The head is vaguely reptilian, and the lower jaw is a toothed plate flanked by serrated mandibles. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and explore out the rest of this area. So we kind of... I'm just going to go ahead and draw it in. Let's see, and then there's one more. Okay, so we're gonna do investigation with help. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what Mike. Investigation. Actually, Dustin has the investigation. Dustin and 11 are actually going to step up and go, okay, you fell in that pit. You need to step back. And so they're going to take the javelin and they're going to be poking the ground looking for any other traps. So let's go ahead and do a roll here. And they do pretty good. And then we're gonna roll here. And they roll really badly, but are lucky that nothing was there. And they come around this corner. And that went off. That's a 15. They do actually manage to see in time, just barely, that there's a cover, a weird sort of raised area of the floor, and they're like, ah, and I think they bash on it and it crumbles in, and they see that, and so they're gonna tap even harder now that they know there's an additional one. Oh, I should have drawn this one. I think it was right here. Anyhow, it was right there, and so they find this one before stepping into it. And let's give them another 16. So that's enough that they also find this one without falling in. So they come into this little room right here. And I think what we're gonna see is that there is basically there's a pile of loose objects and coins and things like that. So I think they're gonna poke it around. It's some gold and stuff, no big deal. But they're gonna take a look, and that's all they find. They don't really see anything special. So I think that's it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn around after grabbing the coins and then we're heading out, and we're going to go back to our other area. So we're going to head back up here, and then I think next time we're going to go through this door. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. We're not going to take a rest, so I'll keep the values, the current hit points and everything correct. And it'll be a continuation of what we're doing on the next session. So thanks so much for watching, and actually let me switch to my face, and thanks for watching, and thanks for hanging out with me, and see you next time.